Uh, anyway, we're doing Spyro Year of the Dragon from the Spyro, Reunite Trinity. I think that's how you say it. Anyways, let's get started. I actually remember this game. It's probably the only game that I truly remembered almost all the levels. I actually bought this yesterday too.
Stop her!
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
So I really am excited on seeing all this because, again, Spyro is one of my favorite games to play. And I was really excited when they announced it. And I was terribly kind of sad when they pushed back the release date. But seeing how good it turned out, I'm actually really happy that they did that. So I'm just gonna collect these gems so that I can pay Mr. Moneybags. One of the games I'm actually excited to see soon that would be coming out is Kingdom Hearts 3. If anyone knows me, I'm a big-ass Kingdom Hearts fan.
Use the right stick to quickly center the camera behind you. Tap the center camera button. You can also look all around by pressing the action button.
Yeah, I kind of already know this.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs, our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
That's just to go show you that, hey, you're gonna just get angry. You're not actually gonna do anything. Oh yeah. I mean, those who actually played these games before know that she has a few issues.
Yo, Spyro! I just found one of those portal thingamajigs that leads to a different world, but you'll have to glide to get across to it. Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're in the air to glide. Just follow me!
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you. Just so I can get the egg.
I saw something shiny in that cave over there. Let's go check it out. You can get there by hover. To hover, just press the action button at the end of your glide. Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
Yeah, he almost forgot. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce a few of these names. I only pronounce the names that I know I can pronounce.
This is a super fly power-up, Spyro. Whenever you walk on any power-up that looks like this one, it will allow you to fly for a while.
Which is super helpful to get this egg. Although, as you can tell, I'm not the greatest flyer. So we just got Amy. So we need at least 200 to release. God, what's her name? You could fly pretty damn well with this. With the supercharged thing, you could fly really well with it. The reason why I say part 1 is because where I am right now, it is nighttime. And of course I'm gonna have some sleep. Now that we have like 200, let me see if I can pay what's his face money bags what he is owed.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto and Avalon. Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too. The sorceress has asked me to guard Sheila the kangaroo. I suppose if you had a bit more money, I'd be willing to let her escape. Then you could keep her for a pet or something.
So apparently I don't have enough. And I kind of had an idea of not having enough. So why don't I deal with that first? Because there is a part where you're gonna need Sarah. There we go. I must have just hit the wrong button each time. So now we have about half of what we need.
I see an egg at the bottom of this lake. I would go get it, but I don't want to get my fur all wet. Maybe you could get it. You can dive underwater by pressing the charge button when you're on the surface, and charge underwater by holding down charge as well.
Okay, very tricky, but okay. So how to get that is you have to beat this whole level and go on to the next stage. But I'm not going to care so much right now for it. If you guys want to know, you have to get at least maybe 4 to 5 people to bring that down. And to do that, you have to go to each wood. The swim isn't that hard. I actually forgot that you could just swim with X. So we got Bruce this time. And we completed all the eggs that we could get from here. Anyone who knows me knows that when I play these types of games, I tend to want to find every little thing to the end of the level, but I also know that there would be some levels I would end up coming back to. So I know that I'll probably end up missing quite a few, but I will find the gems. I am not going yet because I also want to make sure I have all the gems. And it's a whole lot easier to tell when you know. So, level complete. That doesn't mean we get to move on to the next one. It just tells us, hey, you can't collect any more eggs or gems here.
I'm getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo locked up. This pesky animal must have been causing a lot of trouble for that poor sorceress. I suppose I could accidentally let the kangaroo escape, if you were to pay me, say, a small fee.
300 gems to free Sarah. That is an excellent price in a way, but at the same time, it's a total ripoff.
Ah, Spyro, I love your sweet naivete. Your kind-hearted nature might be your downfall someday, but for the time being, it's It's making me rich.
I also love the next part. If I remember correctly, it's the most funniest and awesome thing that keeps happening to Moneybags.
I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. I reckon you be one of them dragons then.
Yeah, name's Spyro.
Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know? Then all of a sudden you left. Poof!
Dragons used to live here?
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
And they just left?
Yeah, and the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out of the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home and do some damage control. Come visit anytime you like.
So, next we're going to do hose real quick. Mainly so when I go back to the original first one that we saw, at least I know, okay, hey, this is what needs to be done, or I can complete it right away.
Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Hiya, Sheila. While you were gone, a bunch of rhinos kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
So, I'm gonna start with looking for gems. I know that's not nice, but at the same time, it can also help us get a few of the health issues, or get more health or lives. And trust me, if you never played these games, lives will help you so many times.
You can get up really steep cliffs like this one with your double jump. Press the jump button, then press it again exactly when you hit the ground to do a double jump. Once you've mastered it, you can go anywhere you want.
Sorry about that, I had to answer a text real quick. So we're gonna get, so before I continue onwards, we have 3 eggs we're actually getting, and then we're also having 400 gems that we need to pick up. So here's our first egg.
Here, I was say this is to make an omelet, but I think you deserve it more.
Ruby. I'm not gonna let that happen to me again. destroying the rocks will actually give you a few things, a few gems. And we're gonna be getting our second egg now.
Let's play a joke. Takes this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
Jenny. That's kind of a cute dance, considering it's a newborn. So let me see. I'm going to go back real quick. I feel like I'm missing a thing, a few gems. So I'm just seeing if there's any walks down there real quick. Nope. So I'll figure out in a sec.
Those Rhinox have taken over. There'll be no stopping them unless we can smash their huts. They're too big to smash with your kick attack, though. Try using your stomp attack to smash them instead. I'll confuse the Rhinox with taunts, while you stomp their huts, okay? You remember how to stomp, don't you? Just jump, then press the action button in the air.
So basically, don't bother with the Rhinoxes because they are, the rhinos will end up coming back, so. Worry about them after you destroy the huts.
How to control a character or vehicle? Just go to the pause menu and select controls.
Okay. I might have to switch. I have to switch my dual controller, which doesn't take very much. Although because this is a broadcast, I don't know if it will stop the broadcast or not. So I'll figure that out in a few seconds. There we go. There's always a like crazy trick for it. Anyway, I missed a few gems. Let me... Nope. Not there. I could usually find these gems pretty easily. So, oh, it's probably up here. Yep, there it is. But I apparently am missing some more. I'm missing 5 more. Ah, there we go. I mean, technically you don't need to get all the gems in a level, but it will save you a ton of time going back and forth to get it.
Thanks for that help, Sheila. Ooh, you can have this egg I found in my house.
So, give me a sec while I'm thinking about it. Let me put my charging. So, from what I'm seeing, it's that something's up with part of the broadcast, and I could fix that on my next turnout. But basically, the squares are mainly my what you call it, my controller losing power and me putting it back more power into them. Or plugging in the power thing. So in this level, it's called Sunny Village, and I'm gonna pause it for a sec. So we are getting 6 eggs and 40 gems, and right now we have only 2% because of the gems. So we...
Oh my, can you help us? Hordes of ferocious rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
The reason why I bumped this is because you get a skill point if you get them all. I think it's pretty dumb that these guys are fighting with you, but at the same time, they think that their shield can help them, and it cannot. So I'm just gonna help this dude out. You can wait till he's in the middle, afterwards. Doesn't matter.
We showed those 2 bullies. If they hadn't outnumbered me 2 to 1, I'd have finished them off ages ago.
Yeah, right. I doubt that. Seeing if there's any gems on this side. What I like about the new feature is that the trees stay burning. They don't go out, but you can, if you exit out the area in the wood, they do go out and reset, but you still have the skill point. I'm just collecting these gems, and I won't forget that gem. It's just a whole lot easier to collect it.
Too big to charge. You'll have to flame him using the attack button.
These are really pretty easy to flame. When you get closer to the end of the end of the game, it gets a little bit more difficult because they have armor, like more harder armor. Vanessa. So I actually try to make a point to not talk during like scene cuts or cutscenes, just because it's a bit easier. So there is Ceres Pearl for this one, and the reason why we got her first. But if you don't get her first, it says something to the fact that it's that she can't come right now, and it's by the sorceress and all that. So the reason why I'm gonna fly over there is because there's an egg. And there's also a bursting gem. For plant gem. This time it's Miles. And as you can see from that distance, that the plant is still on fire and won't go out. So I'm just going to go this way, and you know what? These smaller rhinos remind me of a guy in my
Each time a fairy zaps you, like
club. I yelled at him once, and he really now dashes from the computer whenever I come in. But at the same time, he's a guy who picks fights with everyone in the room, so I don't mind.
If you get into trouble, you'll return to the last place you got zapped.
So basically, they zap you. It's a lot. If you guys ever played, God, it's another Spyro game. I think it's Spyro New Beginnings. It's a very funny game, and one of them, and Sparks can actually talk.
Thanks for the help, but I think I could have worn him down sooner or later.
But enough with that. Let's get back to actually talking about the game. It's very detailed. And here's the mayor.
As mayor, I ordered with one of our famous giant chickeners.
Sanders.
I'm sorry. That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Pretty much. Mainly because it wasn't a chicken. It was obviously a dragon, but then again, to these people, they never seen a dragon in like, I think 1,000 years. So we just got that scale point from boarding that last plant and all. So we could do whatever, technically. Let's go to this room, escape.
I found this gladiator training arena that also makes for a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills?
Sure.
You can't catch all 15 lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master.
So basically we have to catch all these guys. If I were you, just get this out of the way now, because there will be a time where this and a few other areas would be unavailable. Well, it would be available, but the mission would not. I mean, I've done this quite well before. Just tried to get back used to doing it. So I know there's some secret way of doing that. I just can't remember what it was. Of course. I have to redo that so I can get the other one. That's up here. There we go. I somehow always do that, and that's not good, especially if you have especially in the next mission he gives you for this, you really have to figure out how to do it. Still can't do it for some reason. Whenever I do this challenge, it doesn't like me.
Hey, that was great! While you were boarding, I found this in a lizard burrow.
So, Emily this time?
Alright, if you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. It's not gonna be...
So, I'm gonna just try this, but after like maybe 2 tries, if this does not work, I will go to the next thing and just come back doing another live. And it becomes way difficult, but oh, I just wrote like that because of the turn. So, gonna try again. This time I'm gonna do it this way. So, you see I'm wiping out. And I'm gonna try one more time. Yeah, it's not working. So I'll come back to it another time. So that's the skate park, and you have tons of gems over there. So I'm not gonna really worry about the gems on this one, because until I beat that, there's like only a few, you can only get a few. And that's not satisfying. So let's go to Silly.
There are rhinocs everywhere. Maybe I can find some peace and quiet at the top of this tower.
So her goal is to get up to the tower for peace and quiet.
I have lost my love. She's being guarded by evil rhinocs at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me? I just don't want to skip this one because this is pretty easy to get. I'll try to forecast every day of either one of these games, mostly. Yes, I'm going to try. I do have classes and book, so there will be probably times where I can't.
1, 2. There we go. It's a bit hard to do the jump. And there we go. Okay, I thought there was a gem on that one, but there's no gem. So here's the trick for this one, is that if you have like something like this where it's a multi one, just go to the one that actually has the stick out of the back of the, goes a lot faster. If you play it and you are just doing the U1, you can easily figure out which way because of the gems. So I'm just grabbing the gem real quick.
What? Marco sent you here. I got a restraining order against him.
Lucy. I guarantee you, if I jump from that height, I probably would die. I'm surprised I didn't die on that one, because that was still pretty high. And he doesn't say anything afterwards. So I'm gonna check the guidebook. Yeah, the only thing that we have left for this one is the skate park, for the skateboard, and I am not gonna do that at the moment, but at some point I will. So right now we have a total of 859 of the gems.
Look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
I've warned you already. This place isn't safe for small dragons and pussycats.
Huh? Thanks, but I think we can look after ourselves.
Try looking after this.
Come back when you finish witch school, okay? Say, is it just me, or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
So as I said before, I don't want to talk during cutscenes, just so people enjoy the cutscenes. So next we're gonna go to Cloud Spades. I don't think there's any more cutscenes that involves Bianca. I believe that's her name. And I will try not to talk when they're talking, just because it's a whole lot easier. So I will admit that I did play a little bit of this yesterday, just because I wanted to actually, you know, this guy does say something, but he hasn't yet to speak. There we go.
And I may never see a rainbow again.
So we gotta get the cloud generator to work. So basically all you need
My
to...
wings were big and strong like yours. I could easily glide across you.
So basically they're just telling you the same thing over and over again. For those who just... If you fire, you won't get anywhere. Just charge. Do yourself a favor and just charge. I think that's all the gems over here. You could always go back.
The metal armor those enemies are wearing protects them from your dragon flame. If you hold down the charge button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
So, here's the thing though. They should have placed her a little bit better, like towards more of the beginning, or have the enemy with those a little bit afterwards, would be more fair flow of the game, to be honest. But you can figure that stuff out quite easily. You don't have to worry about this part because that won't come until after you get to the cloud. What I probably would do for Kingdom Hearts is I'll probably still end up buying an extra copy just so I could live broadcast it. For those who don't know, Screen had a deal, I'm not sure if it's still going on, where you could get the deluxe version. So this one is Stephanie. Anyways, the deluxe version includes, for Kingdom Hearts, includes like 3 figures, but it does cost a lot. And it includes mostly everything else. If you get the one from GameStop, you get a poster, but you do get all the other stuff as well. I chose Scary in there because it's so worth it for a person like me who loves Kingdom Hearts.
Well, well, if it isn't my favorite dragon. The sorceress has put me in charge of guarding these bellows. However, I might look the other way if I was distracted. Counting gems.
200 is a great deal, I guess you could say, for gems.
Well then, Spyro, you may now use the bellows anytime you wish. Best of luck on your little egg hunt.
If the quality is not good, let me know and I'll try working on it for my next video.
Remember, to get your longest glide, press the jump button at the very top of your jump, and use the action button to hover at the end of your glide.
So things that Hunter already taught us during this game. I don't remember if there is a skill point for this. I just say try to defeat all the enemies and you'll figure out.
Oh, you activated the bellows! Maybe I can get the cloud generator working again.
Maybe.
The Rhinos must have been using this thing to clog up the cloud generator.
Henry is this time. So I'm gonna skip that and go hopefully back to where I came from. I can't remember if you can go up this way. Yeah, you can. So I'm just going back to that one spot to make sure I get all the enemies, but also to get another egg. Like I said at the beginning of the video of the live stream, the quality compared to the PS2 version of this particular game, it's not to remind you of the Year of the Dragon, is a whole lot better, in my expert opinion, as a gamer and as well as a graphic designer. One of the reasons why I choose to be a graphic designer was because I saw the game labels and I was like, holy cow, I want to do that.
Our sun has gone out. We can make a new one with our lava fusion cauldron and 3 sun seeds, but they keep burning out before we can get them in the pot. Step on the switch to get a fresh sun seed and keep flaming it until you get it into the pot.
So it's a bit tricky, but before I do that, I'm gonna get these few gems real quick. Okay. So the first one is really easy to do. All you have to do is basically go and flame it, where the second one goes up a little bit. And the time actually decreases just a little bit. So that's 2. And before I go on, I'm getting these gems. And you don't have to worry about them disappearing after you get into the current. They won't disappear at all. There you go.
Now that's what I call a sun. Here, you can have this last sun seed as a souvenir. Think it might be a dead though.
So, we move with that one. And before I forget, I'm going to get the last few of these gems from this area. I think that would be all for this portal. I'm trying to remember where the other portal was. I just know it was somewhere around here. Might be over here. That's not it. Probably. Oh, I know. I'm going the wrong direction. It's actually that little lift. Or that little whirlwind that we had before when I came out. I thought that went back to its original place, but it doesn't. It actually goes up into the clouds. So
We usually wake up our rain cloud at the crack of the moon, but these mischievous spirits are stopping our bells from ringing.
So you can see that there is actually 2 potential eggs you can get. I'm gonna start with the egg thief. Because it's gonna be a little bit harder. And I just hate speaking, I hate the little yada thing. They like mocking you. Whew. I'm gonna actually go this way. And so close. I'm gonna actually just go with this then. The funny thing is that you still have several. I know I missed the one, and I'll go back to it. There we go. Thing has disconnected by accident. That's just telling you that my headset is going on. There we go. Brian. I actually don't know how long this video has gone on, but it's probably been an hour. I am live streaming it, so I have no idea if it's correct, if it's not. I think that's it. Let me see. I am missing a 5 and it should be around here somewhere. So I can always come back. Seeing real quick. I don't think it's in this one. It might be on the main one. I'll figure it out. I'll just have to come back later and get it if I need to. So now we're going to Tiki.
At last, my portal is working again. Come visit me at the Tiki Lodge.
Rhinox are running rampant around here, but I can't get anyone out of the Tiki Lodge long enough to do anything about it.
You don't want to worry about this type of chest that has a key to it, and you will get the key later. Don't worry about those shards because once you complete everything, you don't have to care about whether or not. Butterflies are good for your health. And they are obtained by several different ways. You can technically just come back to it. I like to just get eggs while I'm at it, because it's a whole lot easier.
Be sure to keep your friend Sparks the Dragonfly healthy, Spyro. If his health is low, torch a little creature like the slug below me to release a butterfly.
I kind of feel bad for the sword now. Either way. It's because it's going to get touched to turn into a butterfly. So, seeing if that has returned. No, it has not. So before I continue, there's the key, and you don't have to worry about that key. Just get wrap. Again. Okay. Cone. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, you see now that's open. And that's gonna lead us back to the beginning. Here we get this. So, just like Shirley here, we have a missing character. So here we go. The Sergeant Bird is currently on a part mission to the inside of a cage. Tough luck, the sorceress. Well, we'll get him eventually. Here we go, and then the money bags.
I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door. Well, actually they paid me to guard their hideout, but that's irrelevant. I'll happily let you through the gate to chase them down for a small finder's fee. Thank you, Spyro.
300. That's fine with me. So, one thing I suggest you do is that go through this entire thing.
Because I saw a shifty looking character with one over there.
You don't have to really worry about them just yet. You want to crash through that when you get a chance. And that's very easy to do. Just collecting it because I know that I probably will forget these. So 2 egg thieves. Okay, so he probably jumped all the way up. This is gonna be a hard one to do. If I had a chance, I would like fast forward this part, but since this is a live broadcast, this is gonna be hard to do. I mean, these two are like really hard to do, and I might end up just giving it up for the day. If I don't get anywhere closer. So I wish this part was a little bit active, but if it's active, then that means that he will have more of a chance. He will still have the same chance that I do. I think I'm getting close enough that maybe one more round to do it. There we go. I'm not going to bother with the name because I know I can't pronounce it.
There goes another one. He was really fast. Maybe if I activate the supercharge, you'll be able to catch him.
So supercharge. This may take a few minutes because as you can see he's pretty fast, but at the same time, until you control it, learn how to control this, you're like not even in his league. For me, I'm just trying to stay on the path. As much as possible so I can catch up. Ugh. So you see how hard it is to deal with this, and it will make you a bit dizzy. I finally got it. So I'm going to use the supercharge on a few items, especially to charge into that one area. And how I'm going to do that is, there we go. And that gives you a scale point. Now, I know I saw another gem around here, but maybe I got it. Well, if not, I can come back to this and get the gem. So now I completed everything but the one area, because I can't go to that area at the moment. Now I can either do the speedway or continue on with the story, and I am going to show you guys real quick. So they're all over here at the moment.
If you can bring back one person from each of our 5 wolves, we can help you use the balloon.
So 5 words, and our last word on this one is this guy's word.
My portal is working. I'll see you at the beach.
So, yep, the beach. See, so it is now nearly 11 for me. So I'll probably spend maybe 1 more hour doing a few more levels and then call it end for this broadcast.
While I was gone, my friends borrowed the Rhinox submarine. Then they took it for a joyride. And then they smashed it into a big pile of rocks. Oddly enough, the Rhinox failed to see the humor in their actions and stuck my friends in a jail cell behind you.
Well, I would be pissed off too if you borrowed, if it was borrowed. Anyways, so you can move freely. I'm not going to concern myself too much with the gems in this world, mainly because they're a bit hard to get. But a little tidbit is that the, what you call it, the octopus is also considered as enemies. And you have a skill point in this. It's like an ugly chicken that you find towards the end. You don't have to worry.
Want a summary of your progress in a world? You can press the guidebook button to open the guidebook page for the world you're in.
So this is, in case you guys haven't noticed, this is for PlayStation 4. I don't have an Xbox One, that's my brother who has it. We're gonna go down, because there's an egg down here. And right now we're gonna just focus on eggs and just get gems whenever we need it. In this case, I'm gonna not borrow gems at the moment. I could always come back to these and get the gems. You obviously want gems for the side quest done, because then all you really have to do is come back and get the gems for the actual level. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and do this as a 3-parter so that no matter what, you can just say, okay, I'm looking for the level 1. This part is a bit hard to do, but I know that there is a egg up there, so that's why I'm doing this now. So basically you can just skip half of this if you want. The last thing I would do on this broadcast is the boss to get to the next level. So I might just wait on the boss. I thought there was an egg up here, but apparently not. Actually, this came out on Tuesday, and today's Thursday. I've been mixing up my dates today. It's one of those weeks that it's been very busy due to the fact that Black Friday is coming up. So...
Oh, hi, Spyro. Some of my seal friends are trying to take down a Rhinoc fortress. I'm about to go lend a foot. Oh, I love the smell of singed Rhinoc in the morning.
You want to destroy those, it is an egg up here. It's a secret cave, and it's hard to always remember this, but it is up here, and during the original game, it's like, where is this again? So, even if you're playing PlayStation 2, it would be over there.
The Rhinocs have built a fortress on our beach, and we're going to blow it to smithereens. We just need you to take out all the turrets for us. We're lighting the bomb now, so just make sure to stomp all those turrets before the fuse runs out, okay?
Okay, so basically we have a time limit. The best way to do this is don't try to take out every little one of these boxes. They won't do you any good. So just aim for the turret, even if it's the nose, and you'll be fine. So, there we go.
Wow! I can't believe I survived that blast! It's a good thing I kept this egg nice and safe in my pocket.
Molly. Seeing if I have any gems over here. No. So you could talk to those two, but they basically just said, hey, it's the beach, you're welcome to come back and help out. So I'm not gonna bow with them just quite yet. You're gonna have to destroy them anyway, so
But instead, I used it to test our ultra-high-speed super fluidity tunnel.
you might have to go back and make sure you got everything.
Without a scratch. Bad news is that there's no way to get it back out now. The tunnel was chock full of Rhinox and floating mines. The only way to retrieve that egg is to defeat every single Rhinox in the tunnel.
So, all you have to do is swim up. This may take a few times to get. You want to avoid the mines because you're going to end up being at the fight again and have to redo that. So everything went. So like I said a few times because this is actually a hard mission. You have to make sure you're not hitting the mines, but also make sure that you're hitting the rhinos. I was very close on that one, so I'll try one more time. It's always the one that gets me. I'm gonna try this last time, and then there is another one that. Okay, one more time because that one I didn't really have much of control. Almost there. There we go.
Surprisingly good fluid dynamic characteristics. From now on, all of our submarines will be egg-shaped.
Duke. So I'm gonna go up. I'm going up is because there is another portal.
Ooh, the Rhinox has challenged us to a naval battle. Our speedboat versus his nuclear shark submarine. If we win, we'll get the dragon egg he's guarding. If we lose, we'll have to spend a month doing kitchen patrol. What do you say? Do you want to take on Pluto?
Yeah,
okay,
so
good luck.
You can that's just a refact that I had. You can go to them, but I gotta be careful on that one.
Ha! That's the first time Pluto has ever lost. You dragons must have a ton of talent. I hope this egg was worth all the trouble.
So, Jackie this time. I did that kind of on purpose because I wanted my dragonfly back. It's a whole lot easier to grab items if you have your dragonfly. So, at this point, like I had stated before, in this level, I'm mainly gonna just collect the gems only when it's the portal inside the level. Just so I don't have to go back through these portals if I can. Okay, got so let's two. And there is a guy over here. It's being a little bit harder to reach. So
My plan worked. That dumb octopus dropped the jail key while he was shaking me. Now I can free my friends. Oh, I forgot to tell you. One of the rhinos had this egg in his lunchbox.
Busy. So that completes the egg portion of it. I would come back and get the gem. I just don't feel like getting gems. So I think I'll do a little bit more. I'll probably stop for a few minutes, just, you know, use everything else.
Let's head on over to the balloon.
And get maybe some water.
The balloon's all ready, sir. Just jump on.
So I'm gonna actually come back to that in a sec. So what I might do is after I won't get both of the eggs, all 3 of the eggs on this. I would just try to get one. So basically, through the rings, then diamond lines, then spiders, and lastly butterflies. It's actually pretty easy when you go through this road. However, it gets more difficult along the way. I'm not gonna bother doing the race because I know I won't beat it. At least not right away. So they reward me with the egg that is called Sabrina. I'm actually gonna exit that level. And we'll come back to it later. Probably not in this broadcast, but maybe in the next broadcast, depending on how much time I have. So
this balloon will take you to a land closer to the sorceress, Spyro. You can also use it to come back here whenever you want to.
So about that is that you can use it. You can also trick this traveler, and you still have the same abilities no matter what. So we're in the last word of this, I guess, word. And that's Buzz Dungeon.
Carefully, you stupid girl. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Why haven't you disposed of that infernal dragon?
I've tried to scare him off, Your Highness, but he's just not afraid of anything.
Not afraid? Not afraid? Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic! Here's a spell book. Whip up a monster and eliminate him!
Kill him?
I don't care what you do, you useless brat, as long as you get rid of him!
Okay, let's see what we got here. This ought to do it.
You can't keep me caged up in here forever. You there, get me out of here. This is unacceptable.
You, come here.
Oh my. What the devil?
When I heard the sorceress was planning to ambush you, I got here as fast as I could. No worries though. This wussy green toad will be no match for the two of us.
So the trick to do this is he's going one at you, and you're gonna push him in. Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. And you're gonna try to dodge his attacks as much as possible. I wonder if there's a special skill if you hit that target. I guess not. So as you can see, his health is slowly but surely is taking away. And you want him to get to this ring, basically. Because sacrifice a little bit there without realizing it. He's nowhere close. And now it goes bye-bye. So, Gratian is this one. And we're moving on to the next one right now. And if I can stop before the movie, I will. If not, I don't mind. I actually kind of want to play a little bit longer, but if I do it in like parts, I can get it a lot better. So now if I stop right here, I could do parts. So what I am going to probably end up doing is I would like to go back and do a few of these, but like I said, there is a few that I won't be able to do off the top of my head. Like for example, the laser skating. This one requires something, and then I don't remember the last one, but I can get that later. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue onwards.
Okay, Dragon, you've managed to survive longer than I expected, but you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend and whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
For my own good, huh? So I have enough to free Sergeant Bud, I believe his name is. So Dave is what we get on this one. It's kind of hard to get is this A, but if you use like a few shortcuts, you'll get him. So Trixie, what's this one? So I'm gonna show you something real fast, and then I'll go over to Sergeant Bud. So this container, you're gonna need to use this super flame on it, and you will get the super flame. Like, you can get it in this level real fast. But I suggest just waiting on it. So I love this scene again.
My good friend Spyro. The sorceress caught this naughty bird letting off rockets in her fireworks factory. But I'm willing to release him into your custody, provided you pay his outstanding fines. Ha ha! What a sucker! That is... It's a far, far better thing you do today, Spyro, than you have ever done. And, well, so forth, etc. You get the idea.
Sergeant Bird, 90068. Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware. DBX-9 rocket launchers, state-of-the-art.
So why didn't you use them to escape?
Because I have limited ammo, and I wanted to conserve it. For this. Say, where'd you come from? I thought dragons had all been dead for 1,000 years or something.
Well, the rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little peace and quiet.
Well, if it's peace and quiet you want, you should stay clear of my homeworld for a bit. I reckon I'll be blowing up Rhinox for weeks. Cheerio!
Okay, so we're going to go into the word of Sergeant Bud's base, and we're going to just do a quick but fast quick video.
They must be in peak physical condition if we're going to take on the sorcerers.
So we're going to take on the sorceress. That much is true.
Sir, the situation is this. Yesterday, at 1845 hours, the Rhinox invaded. We defended as best we could, sir. But without your leadership, we couldn't put up an effective resistance. By 1900 hours, the rest of the squad was captured, and the Rhinox had complete control of the base.
Thank you, sir.
So there is 5 in total. And I will show you each.
I recommend you take the enemy out with your rockets by pressing... The enemy rations. They won't march far on empty stomachs.
So safely.
So, the Rhinox have blocked the way out of this next cave with a security door, and I don't think you'll be able to blast your way through this one. I recommend you land on the weights and carry them to the pressure-sensitive security switches on either side of the door. When in position, press the charge button to drop the weight. Press the action button once to look down, and press it again to look up, sir.
So there's a reason why I'm choosing to wait on getting it. So 2 out of 5 hummingbirds are completely done.
Permission to cheer, sir! Hip hip hooray!
Okay, hip hip hooray yourself. For this room, you don't have any of the hummingbirds to save.
Keep fighting the good fight, sir. We're almost there, and I'm right behind you.
Right behind me, huh? You want to grab these bombs?
Mission accomplished. It's great to have you back, sir.
So basically, you had to drop a few bombs and then mission accomplished. But you still have about a few more things to get. So like I said, maybe a bomb would do better for that. I'm just releasing the bomb so it's a little bit easier. So I'm gonna have to grab another bomb. So there is another passage, I can't remember exactly where, but there is a way to get to a hummingbird that has another passage.
What are your orders, sir?
So So where I go, it might take me a few minutes to remember where the hell the opening is. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I remember now. And I need to get one of those bomb things to get it. It's actually marked by a chest. Oh, I didn't know I missed that.
Before I was captured, I recovered this egg from the enemy, sir.
Okay. It's Roy. That you could see from out here. So, easiest way, just exit the stage. That way you don't have to run all the way back over. So, let me check the time real quick. I think what I might do is finish collecting all the eggs and all, and then for this level, and then I can come back and then tomorrow I'll come back and I'll do all the other ones. Hopefully. It all depends on my schedule. In this case, I also do anime club, so I have to actually be there since I'm one of the people in charge. So tomorrow I'll also do try to be try to do sparks for you guys. So that you guys have an idea of how to do sparks.
Hi, Spyro. This is a super flame power-up. You'll find more just like it scattered throughout all the worlds. Why don't you try this one out by using it to break all those planters? I think I saw Rhinoc hide an egg in one of them.
All you really have to do is destroy these real quick. Here's Matt. And then I'm taking this so I can do that one. And I'm not gonna bother with the rest.
Hey, Spyro! Zoe told me that if we hit that doodad up there, the portal will open. Why don't you try spitting this rock at it?
So, it's actually a very easy process. Now for that, before I get this last egg, or this next egg, I'm gonna see if I can make sure I get all of the... And I am missing one gem, just one. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Knowing it would probably be around this area. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's underwater. Not there, so let's... There have to be that bottom one. Let me see here. Not underneath water. From the looks of it. But there is one here, I know that, so I'm just gonna randomly run around and see if I can find it. As you can see, they have making sure that you get ready for another one. I wanted to complete this level for you guys, but I did not even see the gem, so I'll just get the egg. And I'm gonna just end the broadcast in front of Icy Peak. So let's actually do the let's do up here and let this be the last one. So I'm actually gonna end the broadcast right now.